16T.
Phil Mickelson on a hole that has given him fits this week.
Come on.
Boy, you're right, Sean. He's played it 3 over in 3 days. That was a 6-iron from the tee.
And a yard or two additional carry, and that was going to be real good. Now it's not going to be on the green. And the nightmare at 16 continues for Phil Mickelson, who 4-putted this hole on Friday night.
I don't know if you could hear him, Sean, but he just said, that's as good as I got.
He said, I hit it perfect. He's going to really have to collect himself mentally now.
At one point, it was about 20 feet from the hole.
Now over at 16.
Phil Mickelson looking at what he has now that his ball has rolled quite a distance back off the front of this green.
Well, I was privy to the conversation between Jim Mackay and Phil walking to this, and Jim was just encouraging him to just keep hitting shots as well as you hit that one. That's all you can do.
And that's exactly what a caddy is supposed to do. That's why he's a partner, and that's why this team works so well together. Mickelson is the best in the game today from this distance.
Started the day 5 shots off the lead. Has played a wonderful final round, 3 under today. And now tied for the lead with Westwood and Scott.
Carried it beyond the most severe of the slope.
But that's very good. About 7 feet for par for Phil. 4 times a major champion. Phil Mickelson, as we mentioned, 5 shots back starting the day, but he said last night, if I go out and shoot something in the 60s, I think it will be enough. And that might turn out to be true. 3 under for his round today and tied for the lead. Trying to stay tied for the lead, but this par putt at 16. Yes! You know, there are all kinds of good and bad breaks with the bounces around here, but he certainly was not lucky with his tee shot here at 16 and followed the advice of his caddy, Bones Mackay. Keep hitting good shots. He's tied for the lead.
To 17.
Mickelson on the tee. Par 5. Although he's yet to birdie this week.
Well, I don't know if he can get home from there. That is questionable, but what a beautiful tee shot.
3:30 to get home. There's a section of cross bunkers that Tiger got caught up in yesterday, and if you get caught up, it's a shot penalty in a sense.
Going on 17.
There was a question of could he get home. Phil Mickelson, who will lead on his own.
Go, baby. Come on.
It was 303.
Oh, what a bounce off that slope.
2 3-woods. 3-wood from the tee, 3-wood there.
And Phil Mickelson, leading the Open Championship, has just gotten home in 2 on 17. He'll have that putt for eagle. Approach to 17. We knew all week that this would be a swing hole because not only is it the 17th, but it would be the 71st hole in the championship where anything could happen. Been interesting for the eagle we've seen was jarred by Ernie Els from the very nearly the crosswalk. And my goodness, given all his history in the U.S. Open and this Open.
Now out the ball striking. 17.
Mickelson's eagle putt on its way. That will just drift off, but he will tap in for a birdie and a 2-shot lead.
Scott, great players hit great shots when they need them the most, and Mickelson's proven himself time and time again. The shot he hit on 13 at Augusta from the pine straw, this right here will go down in history as one of the greatest 3-woods ever hit.
But Paul, you know as well as anyone, he couldn't flight the ball correctly over here. He said he worked with Dave Pelz, kind of embraced the shots that he needed to play, but those are just two classic Phil Mickelson shots right there.
302 yards into a breeze. It's unimaginable, and the target and the trouble around the target is what makes it as spectacular as it is. Look at these two guys. They know that this championship is theirs to lose right now. He has to execute on 18. There's bunkers out there that will ruin your hopes. You've got to get the ball between those bunkers.
Let's set up this tee shot here at 18, Paul.
Well, Phil hasn't hit driver all week. He doesn't even have one in his bag. There's a bunker on the right that he's got to avoid. The wind is left to right, which is a good wind for a left-hander. 283 to the bunkers on the left. Is he going to hold it into the wind? Or is he going to let it ride?
Starts out great.
And it is perfect, Judy.
You know, he said as a kid he always wanted to play the hardest shot. It seems as though he's toned it down this week, and except for when this golf course gave him the hardest shot.
Mickelson said a lot of crazy things in his career when asked about the difference between a good shot and a smart shot. He said, well, or a great shot and a smart shot. A great shot's when you pull it off. A smart shot is when you don't have the guts to try it. That was some time ago he said that.
He's tried plenty of them.
Could be too much, yeah.
18.
I mean, I think you'll hold the 6, though. Yeah, and I think you more penetrating 6, you know? Yeah, I think that would be a nice fit. Get something that's going to run out a little bit.
I think the left to right wind from that left half of the fairway is a little bit more helping than some other places. 209 yards.
Oh, what a shot by Mickelson. That is incredible.
Phil's family is here over at the Scottish Open when he played last week. Then they went on vacation for a bit while Phil came up here to prepare. Another yard or two, Paul, and then it just drifts down in the bunker. And we've seen a couple of shots do that already here at 18 today.
The great players just seem to be able to pull it off, and Mickelson to be able to pull that shot off after he's hit 4 of some. Well, actually, the shot on 16 was a great shot. Think of the shots Mickelson's hit coming down the stretch. He is a true champion, one of the greatest players to ever live.
That word great gets overused. He's already in the Hall of Fame. We know about the 3 Masters, the PGA in 05 that he won, the 41 career titles. Every time the USA has fielded a team, Ryder or President's Cup since 1994, as you watch Molinari's shot do what many of them have done, gone into that bunker. Every time Team USA has played since 94, that guy has been there. And now he has a chance to join one of the elite fraternities in golf, winners of 3 different major championships.
And his class exceeds his talent.
of appreciation and emotion in those reactions, but there is work to do still here. You have to remember it's a 2-shot lead over Westwood and Scott, and they've got that 17th to play, so it's one of those.
He's conscious of his breathing as he's walking up there. You have to be conscious of your walking pace when you're in these situations, and you have to be conscious of your breathing. The only way you can slow down your heart rate is if, while you're walking and feeling this pressure, is to control your breathing. Tom Watson said he didn't learn how to win until he learned how to control his breathing. Mickelson sucking in some air. It's great to see.
Scott, remember in the lead up to this, we've talked about since World War II, the last 8 Opens played here, all been won by members of the World Golf Hall of Fame. Here's a Hall of Famer trying to add to his resume to equal the low round of the championship. Mickelson. And Phil Mickelson with a Sunday to remember at the Open Championship. Look how emotional Jim McKay's caddy is too. Steve Loy, college coach, longtime representative. Wife Amy, daughters Amanda and Sophia, son Evan.
You were awesome.
I love you guys.
You were like,
I gotta go find my card.
Phil, double scotch. Beautiful. Beautiful.
And Butch Harmon, who's been working with Mickelson over this stretch of great success. And now to make sure that the math all adds up to 66, tying Zach Johnson's first round as the low round of the championship. And here's the birdie putt at 18. Career Grand Slam has been won by Gene Sarazen, Ben Hogan, Gary Player, Jack Nicklaus, and last Tiger Woods winning the Open Championship in 2000. You saw the signature of the marker on the left, Francesco Molinari, who went around with Mickelson. Molinari shot 72, finishes 6 back in a tie for 9th with Hunter Mahan.
Well, this was a day that I'll remember my entire life. It was one of the best rounds of golf I've ever played, and to be able to share this moment with Amy and my children, Amanda, Sophia, and Evan, to be able to share it with my main man, Bones, Steve Lloyd, Butch Harmon, who are here, it just makes this moment even more special. And I want to thank them for the support they've given me throughout their career. I want to thank the technicians at Callaway who helped make this win possible. I want to thank the R&A for the great job they did, and the membership here at Muirfield for setting up such a wonderful golf course, a very demanding, difficult test. And I just could not be more proud to be your champion. This is a win that I never knew in my career if I would be equipped, if I would have the shots, if I would have the opportunity to win a tournament here. And to do it, to play some of the best golf, probably the best round of my career, and break through and capture this claret jug is some of the most fulfilling, probably the most fulfilling moment of my career, because it was something I wasn't sure I'd be able to ever do. And I want to thank everybody for the opportunity. And I want to thank everybody for the support and for supporting this great tournament. And I'm very proud to be your champion. Thank you. Thank you.